Hello again, and welcome to another trade review. I hope you're all having a good day. Pretty slow. Again, getting with our new schedule here, kind of recording these in the afternoon. Where were we? Where were we? We have yesterday, right? And did we do anything after hours? Oh, GEVO had earnings after hours, and it was pretty impressive, right? Going from 119 all the way up to 220. So a really nice run there, and actually consolidating and holding that. So, um, quite the surprise, 117% there. So, good earnings is great. Whether or not you get a day two or day three, looking like maybe a day three. Like this is inside bar consolidation here, right? Like if we go to the 1 day here, zoom in. This is our first bar, right, from yesterday. And then today we're consolidating within this bar. So if we just kind of draw this out with our trend lines. As long as we stay within these two levels, then tomorrow, maybe we do get that day three when we break this upper band and see some more expansion and maybe a multi-day run here. So eyes on that tomorrow. But today, oh, and I want to mention, yesterday we had ENTO, the private placement, the pipes, right? EQ, both of these performing really well. So today we have XFOR pop up. This is on our bottom screen here. And, well, it was the same news, right? So they're coming out, and they were worth like, I don't know, not 20 million at the time, right? Because we were much lower in price. Might have been 10 million or something. They're coming out saying that you got 60 million in private financing, which is great. We get our positive negative here, so you just review that quickly if you want. A new board, right? So the CEO and CFO leave, which is bad, but it looks like they're getting people who are kind of good at what they do to replace them, and they got some phase 3 stuff going on, so that doesn't seem terrible. And we just like the news yesterday, how it performed. So we slap it as soon as we see it. We get our 1-to-1. We do find this gap on the 1 day. Hello, hello. Where are you? Somewhere here, right here. It's just itty bitty, right? So just draw that gap up, and we're looking for rejection on that. So that's going to translate intraday for us. And we do kind of clear it. Whoops, in the morning, but all wicks, right? So that's not great. This is an influx of sellers. Lots of sellers here, no more buyers, right? Because everybody wants to push up to the gap, and then hooray, we won, right? So everybody who bought here is selling here, which is kind of brutal. But we get our 1-to-1, we get our 2-to-1. Breaks down. Nothing to stop out though, right? Because we want that candle to open below. So nothing to stop us out, and we do eventually get that 3-to-1, the 4-to-1, the 5-to-1, and are currently trading. Whoops. Hit a 6-to-1, bounced back to the 50, and we're reclaiming. Well, this is a 7-to-1 here. Oh wow, that's substantial. So really nice trade for us today. All out basically at this point when we see the crown. Sometimes I'll hold an additional 1% to see where we can go, but I did not. So I'm totally out of this trade at this point a little earlier on. And we'll see where it goes, right? So again, how are we judging price go up, price go down on this? Well, 60 million in financing, the company is only worth 20. So there's going to be lots of people who look at that and say, okay, well, price discovery, let's go. We can 3x the market cap from 2.5 to 7.5, right? Which would be great. So that's definitely something that people will be aiming for, right? But whether they get it, and there's another gap up here as well. Whether they get it right away is gonna be another thing, right? So maybe we find re-entries here, but maybe it doesn't go all the way, right? So I try not to ever push it all the way. Try to get in early, and then you don't have to worry as much, right? So that's XFOR. There's still maybe some juice in the engine here. Then we have ZENA, reported revenue or earnings, I think, right? And they're going to say, we're killing it, 500% increase, which is great, but I guess they're still like losing a lot of money here, um, which isn't great. And they're probably going to need more money again in the future. So they're saying they've got lots of cash and the revenue's up, which is why they've got the cash, I guess. Um, we slap it, right? We slap it as soon as we see it. It breaks down on us immediately, which is pretty funny. But we do get out, right, with our 1-to-1. We don't get a 2-to-1, which is brutal. And, you know, this is just sitting here doing nothing. So maybe it sits here more and runs after hours, or we get stopped out. I don't know. We're going to have to see uh, what happens here. And I think, everything just stalled because ANTF, which I went to do my YouTube. What is it? ANFT. Really? ATNF. Oh my god. My lord. So they come out and they're like, hey, we've got a bunch of Ethereum, right? We have 80,000 Ethereum, by the way. And the company's worth like 10 million at the time. But the Ethereum's worth 350 million, right? So we can see the price improvement just based on the price discovery, right? So even the price here at 70 million isn't 350 million, right? So you can see a lot of people are going to say, okay, well, there's room on this. Let's go. Let's buy it more. I should have got in on this. I waited and I was like, well, I don't want to buy in because, maybe the company does an offering and it just slams on me because I've got some other stuff to do today. But that's what you get, right? You can't hit everything, but you can still watch and be aware and, why did it do well and how could we have played it? Well, I mean, look at this reversal signal in the morning. Reversal signal, key level breakout with the 200 and VWAP back to back, holding the 200, holding VWAP, and the rest is history. Once you get that expansion away, it just continues to expand further and further away from VWAP from the 200, right? So that is a miss for me, but it is what it is, and a really great play. Maybe we see more of this news tomorrow, like we seen this news today from yesterday, right? And then we know it's gonna fire like it fired today, and we just all aboard, and we'll ride the gravy train, right? So a short day, nothing too serious. Let's take a look at the broader market today. I think CPI came out, and obviously it was nice, so people are reacting well to that. Um, I don't know how the market keeps going up. It should retrace at some point. Maybe it's like a political thing, and the market stays elevated until midterms, and then it tumbles. That's probably not unlikely. I just can't. I can't believe it. It's ungodly. Every single day, green bars from the crash. We've not had a significant retracement. We did a little bit here, just barely, which is more like consolidation. Again here, like they're not even retracements. This potentially, but look at the recovery on this. Like that's insane. Just making new highs, new highs, new highs every single day, which is unsustainable. It's worrisome. It's really worrisome. But here we are. And GameStop has earnings soon. We're still just eating dirt here as well. On the 1 day, we are up today, holding this bottom trend line, right? Go long here. And well, we have been, but we got to claim the 200. We got to claim, the 21, the 50, and then the 200 and validate this bearish order block. But, if we zoom in, it should get more bullish. Even here, like if we on the 4 hour can reclaim the 50, right? See that it's rejecting. It's just these wicks that are, not really holding. If we can get in on top of it and base above that, then we can start to aim for 24 again, right? The 1 hour reversal is set. So this is our 1 hour reversal signal. Can we pair it with a key level breakout, right? And the same thing here, how we were rejecting the 50, we're rejecting the 200. Rejection, rejection, rejection. I don't want to say the word out loud, but earnings is coming up, so maybe it doesn't reject. Maybe we get through it and we base above it, and then we can challenge this order block and potentially the gap into earnings. I certainly hope. And then obviously the 30-minute is going to be even more bullish because now we have the reversal with a key level breakout, and that's the 200, right? So a lot of room up here into 23, into 23.30. And then we go, work our way back out from the half hour to the 1 hour where we need to hold this key level. And then the 4 hour, similar thing. But we'd like that price to be up here, on that 4 hour. And then, eventually the 1 day where we're still just like not looking too hot. So you can see how the different time frame you use really can kind of tell that story. So currently, to me, that is reversal inbound, right? It's set on the 1 hour. Let's try to set it on the 4 hour and then on the 1 day. But we need to get that price up. Sometimes the price moves up quite quickly, right? And then the indicators will reverse quite quickly like they did here, right? So our price reversed down really aggressively, which made the indicators cross right after, where other times, it's going to take a long time for the price to be above it. So it's either one of the two, a long time for the price to be above it or a large displacement from its median or whatever, right? So what do we got? 22 days. I don't think they've announced earnings yet, but they should be announcing it soon. IV is up. Utilization is down. So a lot of those shorts kind of closing out in earnings anticipation. And, we'll see. There's a good chance they load up post-earnings when there's no crazy news dropped, right? So it's one of those things where everybody holds their breath because they could do anything, right? But when they don't do anything, then they reapply pressure. So we'll see. We got a decent average, 23.67. Not as good as we'd like it to be, but it's going to be looking a lot better when we're scaled up here at $30, right? As far as the weight we have in this trade, it's extensive. I think we got like the majority of our portfolio in it. Almost $70,000 in trade value here. So our conviction is high. It's just a matter of when, and we're going to be scaling out those profits aggressively. Like, we're not holding this, in the hopes of 40, 50. We're going to be closing this out 80%. We'll hold runners, of course, at that 28 mark here. Fill that gap, and that's going to be good enough. We might even scale some at the bottom of the gap and the consequent encroachment, that 50% mark. Little bit by little bit, just to protect ourselves, as we are sized in so heavy, right? It allows us that breathing room to reduce our risk, as we should. So that's all for me. Nothing long-term today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. The new schedule has been working well for me so far. We're only on day 2, but cheers. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.